relationship?
I think a lot of it is focused on taking things slow and having in mind that you're building this relationship together, but it's not going to work if the legs of the stool and you two being the legs are not growing as well. So if one person's just growing off the charts and another person's having a difficult season, if the person who's doing really well in the relationship is not helping the person, or at least just providing comfort for the fact that they're having a hard time and saying like, hey, I know you're having a hard time, but we're going to get through this, the relationship won't work. And so like you really just need the foundations of communication and support and being there for each other, and to be comfortable to make sacrifices. If this is something that you really want to build with another person, you're not always going to have your way, and to feel okay about that, and to not feel like upset or frustrated or keep score about who's getting their way more often. I think that's the big thing. You have to be able to say like, I love you so much and I can't wait for these awesome things we're building for our future, but I am just having a really hard time because I need you to do the laundry more often. Like, you need to be able to have those conversations, and for the other person to say, you know what, that's fair, like I have been gone a lot traveling with my friends or with work, and I can work on that for you. The easy thing to do for me when I'm stressed is to run away, and so having somebody who's going to keep me accountable to not running away, and having somebody who's helping me to grow so that I stop having the tendency to run away. We were dating for a while and things weren't it was an okay relationship, but we weren't fulfilling the things that we needed to be healthy ourselves, and so we split up, and we took time to work on ourselves. We were apart for a while, months, and so she started going to therapy, and I was reading books, and then I was like, you know what, I should go to therapy too, team therapy. Why not talk about your problems and work through them? And so we still continue to go separately, and it's been a big change in my life, how things are going politically. I think what really gets us excited is that we have a mutual goal, which a lot of people think is weird, is that we want to sell our belongings and move into a van and kind of work remotely and travel around the world for a period of time, and to see how long that lasts. And just to have that goal in mind, and for both of us to know that we're working towards something together that we're both very excited about is powerful, and it helps get through the days when you will turn on the news and you're just like so frustrated that you have to immediately turn it off. So that's been really cool, but it's also neat because our relationship is so, we connect and really talk about things at a deep level, that I know what she wants in 10 years, and I know what I want in 10 years, and yes, some of that will change as we grow and develop, but it's interesting to see how what we're working for today is setting ourselves up for success down the line. And I think a lot of that comes from just understanding that if we want to build this life together, we need to start now, and we need to start sooner than we think we would. So eventually we do want to move to the West Coast and to live in a space where we can go climbing after work and go mountain biking on Saturday, and then maybe go kayaking on Sunday, and to have friends who have similar interests, and to eventually have kids who also want to participate in those things. So you know, finding a career path where you know you can take a break to do it remotely and live in a van and live out our big adventure that we're excited about, but then come back and continue to grow and have something where you can take time off and be engaged with the family and have your weekends to yourself and not have to work. And to be able to afford to live in a place like that, because the reality is that those kind of suburban mountain towns, I mean, the cost of a house is over $1 million, and I'm nowhere in a place to be able to afford that right now. So if that's something that I want, I gotta work for it. So we spend a lot of our time and really just trying to, this sounds lame, but like all of our hobbies help us to be healthier, because when I feel my best, I do my best. So we spend our hobbies like taking the dog for a walk, or going to the park, or all three of us will go for a run with the dog, and we'll cook dinner together because it helps us save money. Or we'll go rock climbing and spend the day at the rock climbing gym just kind of hanging out, taking things slow, and challenging ourselves to get better. we each have these 1 hour every week where we sit down and really think about things that are affecting our lives and talk through them and work to get better. And then the ability to come together after that and talk about what's going on in our lives at a raw, deep level, that only helps to strengthen our relationship.